They're used for everything from surveillance to military operations, but the controversial use of unmanned drones, especially by the U.S., has given drones a bad name in many circles. Now a growing group of civilian drone enthusiasts is coming up with new ways to use the technology, which could save lives. CCTV's Sean Callebs reports.
They're small, maneuverable, and increasingly getting cheaper and easier to afford. It's an equation that adds up to rapidly growing civilian drone use.
Around here, the setup is there are 3 people for you to find.
A Washington, D.C. area drone club held a mock search and rescue operation, a glorified game of hide and seek with cardboard cutouts.
But the idea is you'd want to make a map so that you could hand it over to a professional and they could use it to get to where that person is.
It was organized by Tim Reuter, who has been seriously immersed in the world of drones for several years.
We've shifted focus from just building our own crafts and having fun with them to trying to encourage people to think about how can they use this technology to make the world a better place.
Michael Ender made the long trip from Houston, Texas to take part in the elaborate trial search and rescue. He has several $1,000s invested in his unit, but from up here, pinpointing anything is difficult.
I'd say the biggest challenge is when you're looking at video, you get a lot of green, a lot of green, a lot of green, and then it's essentially finding a needle in a haystack, especially if you've got a lot of big trees.
He found out the hard way. Big trees can stop a speeding drone, and it isn't pretty. So it was into an ATV for a more plebeian game of search and rescue to hopefully recover the drone. There is a clear advantage to having an eye in the sky during a search mission, but things always aren't as easy as they sound. When it comes to drones, there is government regulation, safety concerns, and even pushback from pilots who feel they may be pushed out of a job. In the United States, the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, is cracking down on the use of drones for commercial reasons. Journalists who use drones to cover natural disasters are facing heavy fines. This can turn dangerous as well. In the last couple of years, there have been a reported half-dozen near misses involving civilian drones and commercial airplanes. Michael Ender did track down his drone and understands the concerns. Even the well-intentioned can cause more harm than good.
The authorities who are running search and rescue, they don't necessarily know who they can trust and who they can't trust.
So for now, this search and rescue will remain trial and error. And the day when drones are used by first responders is still out of reach. Sean Callebs, CCTV, The Plains, Virginia.